seven. I'm dipping in my seven, my seven, my seven. Okay. I'm flossing in my seven, my seven, my seven. I'm riding in my.
Back in the lab, back in the laboratory. Trying to make something happen. Like I said, I just gotta sell this shit. Update on the swingers before the swingers can go on the build. They need a spacer, and we of course still have a tire. At least one. Also, we need oh yeah, I still need to hit them kind of damn close up here. Get that rust out of here. Those circles was quite well. That's just a little hoop. We can get it clean as much as we can. Definitely want to do that. As you can see, nighttime comes in. We hit an off day. So I'm trying to get as much done and shot today as I can because I don't know when the next time I'll be able to do it. So look here. That's a hose, right? This one is a hose. This is a hose that we're gonna use to put onto this bad boy so that we can get it primed. That's right. We are going to prime the pump, and we need to go ahead and get this fucking spaghetti taken care of. One step at a time, dude. One step at a time. I did decide that I was probably gonna just start it for the start on the stand. Then I'm gonna use that other harness that I have, the one that originally came off of the Caprice before I remade my own. And then gonna give me some time to have all this tightened up as well. Well, I guess we do need to do a test start with this one. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm pretty confident that I did it right and it's doing what it's doing. Because if I didn't, then I don't know. But as you do know, with the last harness I did, it was a couple things, a couple connections I had to make sure was right, etc., etc. So definitely would help to do that. So maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. So, but first things first, before we get started, we definitely gotta put this bad boy. Get this oil pump primed, or we're gonna have some issues. So this is like an 8mm hex. I already kind of pre-loosened it, being that I know I was gonna be shooting this with my hand. The directions that I got came from like milling. This is the kind of oil pump that I'm running. I'm not running high volume. A lot of people told me it was unnecessary. I agree. Take the hose right up in there. I believe they say use a 3/8 hose. I have this 3/8 hose here. So I'm just going to try to screw this off in there so we can get the hose in there. Y'all give me a sec, get this screwed in. Alright, y'all, so as you can see here, man, I was trying to find my I was trying to find the funnel. Can't find the funnel. But I did get it screwed off in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pour it by hand, you know, and get it as close as I can. The main thing is just to make sure that it fills up till it overfills. I don't think it really matters. I mean, I do have a bucket at my feet, so that way oil is not over the flow at the garage. So I'm not that reckless. So I'm going to pour this up and then watch it so we don't overfill it. If you pour it slow enough, I think most of it you can get in there anyway. Alright, so check this out. We need oil, we need an oil filter, we need spark plugs, we need wires, and we also need a tune. And then guess we can use some gas too. Still have to figure out that fuel pump setup or wiring that we're gonna use for that. And yeah, what you've seen or heard in the last clip, that I was looking around crazy like, what the hell? The hell is splatting on the floor? A learning moment, a teachable moment. Have an oil filter on. And that'll make life a whole lot easier. So now I got a little pile of dry sweep over there that I gotta let soak that oil up. That was on me though. That was on me. So when I go to work tomorrow, man, I get the oil filter and the oil. You know what I'm saying? Top it off. Then from there, you know what I'm saying, get the rest of the stuff that we need, and then about to start this thing. Yeah. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Let's Shit Ride 254, back, day 2, 3, whatever day this is. Going downstairs. You hungry?
Yeah.
What do you want? Okay. So now I'm on sandwich duty. It is what it is. Basically, I went to the junkyard. The other day. Was able to pick up all this stuff here. This fuel pressure regulator. Try to get that thing done. Unfortunately, here recently we've had some more air conditioning issues. Let me see if I can see the dude out there. Yeah, as you can see, he got his little stuff out there working. So hopefully they don't cost me an arm, a leg, and all that stuff. So what else am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh, so yeah, I got the fuel pressure regulator. I don't know if it's gonna fit on that fuel rail. There's a couple of issues I think I'm running into. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, there you go. Get this garage light turned on. Get us some light up in this thing. Get it lit. Get it lit. Let's see. Those little lights there don't even really make no difference. But you get the goddamn shop lights on. That's where we talking about. All right, so as you can see here, see, I was already kind of trying to try that one. This one here, it looks like it's two different styles. Now, if you notice on this intake, it does have the block off plates for like the EGR on this side and shit, right? So I want to say, so the actual vacuum line that runs from here up to like right here is like non-existent. So I'm not exactly sure how that would affect it, if any at all. But yeah, when I try to, let me sit y'all down right quick. See how this new Gorilla Pod hold up in the garage. Oh. Alright. So basically, you got this here. So I'm gonna take this off here, and then so basically just has a little filter in this. So I'm gonna take this here, bring it over here to the engine. Hold on, I don't think y'all can see me. All right, there, better. All right, so I got this here. But it doesn't look, or seem to be fitting the way that it's supposed to. So I'm pretty sure that it's one that is specific to this fuel rail. So either or I'll have to change fuel rails, or I will need to get a different regulator. Easiest thing, get a different regulator and go from there. So there's also this regulator, but it's pretty much the same thing as this one, the same style and everything like that. So there is another style of one, and that's the one I'm gonna have to find, which should be here somewhere in the garage. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll cut y'all back on. If not, then we're gonna have to either go to the junkyard and get one, change the fuel rails, or go from there. All right, y'all, so we back. I wanna show you what I learned. I just got back from the stove. I've got the fuel pressure regulator for there. Lifetime warranty, you know, all that jazz. Apparently there is a difference between these fuel rails. This one does not have a filter screen, whereas this one does. And there's also like a size difference if you look right here. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me pull this other one off so I can show y'all the difference. They do not want to come off. That bitch is in there. But at the same time, that's what you want. You don't want it. You don't want it in there loose, wobbling around. So as you can see, that's the opening right there. And this, which is gonna be the regulator that comes off of your flex fuel. Oh no, this is gonna come off like your regular joints. You know what I'm saying? This is coming off of the ones that are going to be just your regular injector things. The injectors are not the way to tell though. The way to tell is by looking at this inner opening right there. As you can see, that is much wider. If it'll focus. Alright, yeah, that's much wider than this one. If you look here at both of these two fuel regulators, you will see the difference there. There is a significant size difference in that opening. So if you do not have that larger fitting, if you have the smaller one, excuse me, then you're able to be good. If not, then you'll have to go with this one. The outward appearance would be right here, where one is specifically all the way out, like 1 point straight out for the vacuum, and the other one is straight up. So make sure you keep that in mind if you ever have to come into a situation where you are having to figure out your fuel system, fuel pressure regulator setup for your rail. The key to it is either, you know, look inside of your rail, see how open it is. If it's the smaller one, you can roll with that one. This one has a screen built in, looks like. So that's the one you want to go with. When you put it in there, it should fit snug. I'm saying no play, nothing like that. Boom. And then you got it snapped on, boom, just like that. And we are now ready to rock. Let's go. All right, so also when I was at the store, I went ahead and I picked these up. These are the O-rings for the bottom of the fuel injectors. All right, so the reason that we're going ahead and we're gonna replace these is because leaks like this at the O-rings on the intake can create vacuum leaks, and vacuum leaks create running issues, and running issues, well, you know. This little pack here. Felpro done made a lot of money off me in this build. The 6.0 build, being that we put pretty much every gasket on here is new. The only one that is not a Felpro gasket is an oil pan gasket, and that's a Mahali. Pop the Molly, I'm sweating. Woo! There you can see all new O-rings all the way across, man. All right, yeah, so there we go. Go ahead and get this stall back on, and then I think it's time to buy some credits. All right, so as you can see here, those lines is hooked up. Got our new fuel pressure regulator on there. I'm not gonna button up this harness until we know for sure that it's good. Like I said, I'm pretty confident it's good, but you know, shit happens. So from there, there's just gonna be a couple things that we have to tie down, like some grounds, etc., etc. So I'm gonna just lay that like that. Next, primarily the thing that we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to put this to where it is where we can get our fuel, like I said, our return and our feed lines. Like I said, we have those cut up here. When I was at the store, I went and bought a bucket. So got some paper towels with some towels, shop towels. This was the regulator box. Part number is PR287, just in case you needed it. I grabbed some ring terminals. Those are for the truck. I'll show y'all what we're gonna use these for in another video. And this one here is just a terminal kit. This is what I plan to use for the wire to pump up. Let me show you what I got. All right, so we back. We got the filter for the oil. What I want to do, I wanted to test fit this. This is the original truck filter. The threads, of course, are going to be the same, but because we shortened it, I'm curious about how low this is going to drag or hang. What I'm going to do, put it on there and see. We might have to get a shorter filter. I'm pretty sure that the ones from the car can probably work. So. Alright, so the filter actually hangs lower than the pan, and that's not something that we want. So I think for the purposes of this test start on the stand, we're gonna go ahead and run this. But before we actually put it in the car, we're gonna go ahead and get the shorter one. So I got the part number out the box. I'll do some research, figure out which is gonna be shorter than this one, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so now that we got the fuel filter, the oil filter installed, the fuel pressure regulator installed, we do actually have the fuel filter that's back here. And I was trying to find the fuel pump. But yeah, basically we are just about good, just about ready to go. A couple vacuums we'll have to plug up to try to get it to start. Yeah, I think this is the one that I didn't use of a negative right there. See, positive, negative, and we will go ahead, wire those up, and should be able to test start the engine on the stand. So now what we got to do is we got to go buy some credits. There are 2 places. You can go to the tunerschool.com and buy your credits, or you can go to the HP Tuners website. So you need to already have your HP Tuners unit. You also need the serial number of that unit, and like I said, it's gonna be about 90, what is it, like $95 to $100, somewhere in there, $90 to $100. That'll get your credits. My credits were provided by Miss Latrice. Hashtag don't tell Latrice that we bought credits. She gave me a gift for Christmas, you know what I'm saying, and I'm been holding off on it for a special moment, and the special moment is this right here, engine start. So to buy the, like, basically she's breathing the life off into my projects. This is symbolic. This is symbolic of I don't know. Anyway, shout out to Latrice. Hashtag don't tell her that. Alright, so last little explanation of this before I hook this up to run on the stand. So this right here is going to be where your keyed power goes from. Let me show you. This right here is going to be your keyed power coming from the car. For the purposes of running it on the stand, we are going to join this wire, which is constant hot, along with this keyed hot wire. Right. Yeah. So this is going to. This one is going to be our fuel pump wire. This one we wire to the fuel pump. This one is going to be our constant hot, which is going to be joined together with this. So you're going to have power to the fuel pump, and then the ground is grounded. The ground for these relays is grounded through the harness. So you definitely just got to make sure that this is grounded off somewhere. Once those 3 connections are made, then we got a party. So I'm gonna get this all prepped, go buy some credits, and let's get this thing started, man.